No. So we're doing this in kind of an awkward way. So we have to do this through an iPad, and we can only use these two microphones. So I will be holding one, and then we'll have to share the other one amongst all of you. So some of the questions might be geared towards specific people, and we can just kind of pass it to them, or if someone has something to say.
But we do need to pass the mic. We can't just kind of all.
He just wanted to say pass the mic. Don't
Okay. There's also an on-off switch on these, so just be careful that you don't switch it off when you hand it to someone.
Great.
Will you guys be able to tell?
I'm going to do a quick audio check in the beginning, but that's about it. Yeah, when I'm taking photo and video, I'll just plug it out. Yeah, so we'll do that. So I'll keep an eye on it.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Very good.
All right, so you throw and then I'll try not to cross this, which they already got. All right, ready? All right, so I'll go this way. There you go.
Are we live yet?
Not yet.
Yes. You are? Okay. Hello. We are live.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Check, test.
We wave now.
Where's what camera?
I think we're
Red.
This is the main one.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah,
I think we're doing awesome.
So far, so
So
good.
far, so good.
I think we got it.
We're done.
It's done. We're all set.
Nobody's collapsed.
Yeah. Good call.
All right, Becca, let me know when you're all set. Go. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Cameron from Amica Insurance, and welcome to the 2018 Amica's Insurance Seattle Marathon Health Expo.
Woo! Yeah! Unscripted as well. No cue cards, no nothing.
I'm here with Random Acts and members of the Bad Idea Tour, which is comprised of some people from the TV show Supernatural. And I have a few questions for them, both about Random Acts, the Bad Idea Tour, and the race in general. So let's get going. So this first one might be more for Rachel or Misha. What is Random Acts, and why did you establish it?
Well, Random Acts is an organization that is dedicated to the idea that we can conquer the world one random act of kindness at a time. Random Acts is something that I started with fans of Supernatural many years ago now, 8 years ago. And it felt like an experiment at first, and now it feels like something that is really kind of making an impact in different corners of the world, all over the place. And all of the Supernatural crew has banded together, and all of the incredible fandom that we are lucky to have been so supportive of these enterprises that we're doing. And we collectively kind of have this fantasy that our show, our weird little show about two brothers who run around hunting demons.
And their slow friend.
And their slow friend. And their slow friends. Will sort of have a legacy of being the kindest, most charitable fandom in history. So that's something that we're sort of going for. And Rachel was on Supernatural years ago and now is running Random Acts.
Yeah, and I think we're starting off well. It is the kindest group, the Supernatural family, and yeah, so Random Acts funds acts of kindness from small to large. We've got a high school in Nicaragua, and we've got an orphanage in Haiti, and a farming collective in Rwanda, and we're funding all of that, but it's coming from the bottom up. Is what people ask for, and then we fund smaller acts of kindness, and that was started by Misha, who'd experienced acts of kindness as a child and saw how much that changed the world. So yeah, that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so in the same vein, could you explain a little bit about the Bad Idea Tour and how that came about?
It's definitely Misha's idea.
Pass it along. Jason was sort of instrumental.
I think it was Jason's idea. I still don't know the genesis of it entirely, but wow, we're all blaming you.
Sorry.
Sorry, take that.
Misha and I would say share. We a long time ago did a little fun event together, and I was telling Misha that I needed another one like it to kick myself into gear. And
What was the first one? Just a drinking game?
it was what was it? Tough Mudder. And so you said you were running a marathon in November.
Oh, it was your fault.
Oh, it's
And
totally
I said-
Misha's fault.
I said November. That's 11 months away, or however long it was. And I said that's exactly how much time I would need to get ready for a marathon.
That means you're ready?
And then what's that?
That means you're ready?
No. Hypothetically, it would have been enough. Okay. I did not. And so then, yeah, everybody's like, yeah, we'll do a marathon. And then we were like, this is a bad idea,
Yeah.
which is true.
It is true. I think the bad idea tour thing came up. I think
The text message was the text
we were
message.
texting each other. We had a night. I think it did probably involve drinking, and y'all told us y'all were in a marathon. And why don't we do two? We're all like, sure. I think we all woke up the next day going like, did we really say sure? We did. So we can't back out. We have to be people of our word. So I think Ackles, was it you who did?
Yeah, before I said sure, I said I just want to be the one that goes on record as saying that this is a bad idea. And
No one argued.
And no one argued, and here we are the day before the marathon, and I still believe that this is a terrible idea.
It's gotten progressively
It's
worse.
gotten progressively worse. It was bad, now it's terrible. It'll be awful tomorrow morning. I will say though that due to the training that we have endured over the past, I think we all started about 16 to 20 weeks ago. This one certainly has outshined us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, like 200 pounds lighter than you? He's basically invisible. No.
So it's a
he's,
good idea.
50 pounds?
it's
Ish.
50 pounds?
That's amazing.
That's amazing. So it's been a journey to say the least. We've had support from our fandom, from our friends, from our family, some who are here today, and here we all are in Seattle. 3 days after Thanksgiving, which again, that idea, any other time of the year would have been maybe better than this.
I do feel like, I remember when we signed up for it, and I was like, okay, it's a Sunday after Thanksgiving. That's great, because we have the week off for Thanksgiving to see our families and whatnot, so we're not filming. I was like, great, that means it's going to be like a total motivator to eat clean, to not drink, to not stay up late. Every day for the last week, to like nachos and burgers and fries. Fries got the
I'll
second
just
stick.
burn it off on Sunday.
Yeah, I guess I have to burn it off now. I went from total like, okay, cool, this is going to keep me in line. Or somebody accountable to, whatever.
But again, getting back to kind of the driving force behind it all, even though doing what we're doing does seem like a bad idea, the reason we're doing it, and the reason we're here today is a really good idea. And I think for that, we thank you. For what's happening tomorrow, I'm cursing you already.
I will hurt you.
But for the support that we've gotten and the money we've raised, that's really what this is all about. That's why we're here, and we're happy to be here.
We're happy you're here as well. So on that note, out of all the marathons, why did you select the Amiga Insurance Seattle Marathon?
It's cold. It's not as hot as LA, that's for sure.
That's a fair.
So it seemed like it was more of a temperate climate for me, being from Ireland. It kind of suited. I'm longing for the rain tomorrow.
Don't say that.
No, I really am. It'll be cool as 10, no?
We believe
I was told it was a good idea.
Why Seattle?
Well, we knew we had this week off, is one thing. And there was the motivation that we were going to be burning off our Thanksgiving calories.
A lot of us also met in this area. We filmed Supernatural in Vancouver. A lot of us kind of have been up here in the Pacific
Yeah,
Northwest.
it's close to work. If we have to get back
Close
to
to
work
home.
tomorrow or
Yeah.
Monday, which one of us does.
I just also want to throw in, we lucked out a lot because Amica Companies Foundation has been so supportive of us, and that means the world, and it really means so much to the whole Random X staff as well, so thank you.
We're really glad to hear that. Thank you. So have any of you run a marathon before?
When I was a child, many years ago.
Okay.
He was being chased by a bear.
So aside from bear chasings, what was your training like, and do any of you feel prepared for this?
I think we can say collectively.
No. So we had some wonderful help from some family who's here today, and they had some wonderful friends who helped as well. So it was some combination of running long runs and running tempo runs and hills and repeats. We were supposed to eat pretty healthy. I don't think any of us really did. We were supposed to sleep. I don't think any of us really did. But mentally we're there. We know we're fighting for the right reason. So I think we did. It was some semblance of some hodgepodge of what we were supposed to do compared with what we actually did.
But it's more than we would have ever done anyway.
Right.
So,
100%.
yeah.
Certainly run more in the last 3 months than I've ever run.
Oh, yeah.
And we were motivating each other. We had
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is a good, yeah.
we have a text chain that we're all on. So
It's called.
the Bad Idea Tour, aka
AKA, we're all too old and out of shape to do this. Or
yeah.
something like that.
we really-
I'll tell you what it's actually what it's.
So we motivate each other by saying, sending a picture of how many miles we just ran, that kind of thing. And it's a pretty funny text chain. What's it called?
It's the Bad Idea Tour and Too Old to Feel It. Try it again. Oh, it's really long. It's really long.
Too old for athletics, for
Organized sports and want to feel athletic.
and want to feel athletic because we're, what is it? I think it's gonna get.
It was named by Matt Cohen, who's not running and who's like 10 years
To feel
younger.
athletic for the elderly.
Good guy we all know.
But yeah, anyway, we motivate each other by saying, hey, I just ran whatever. I mean, Jason was the best. He'd say, I just ran 20, which every time he said that, I passed out. And then I'd say things like, hey, I just ran 14, and then Ackles would say, what was your speed? And I'd say, 11 and a half minute miles. And he was really good at posting that icon that went, I got a lot of eye rolls. But anyway, that was good. It was fun.
Sure. And I don't mean to spurn any arguments between all of you, but who do you think is the most prepared and who do you think is the least prepared?
Most prepared. I think everyone knows most prepared is Jason.
I
Least
did
prepared
the
is
most preparation, but I'm not the most prepared.
He's the most prepared, and Adam Fergus is the least prepared.
Yeah.
Yesterday he texted, I just found out we need shorts.
Not a word of a lie.
We're off to a great start.
I have my jeans. In fact, this is my running outfit for tomorrow.
It would be pretty impressive if you could do that.
Any excuse.
I just found out we need shorts. That's right. I there were a bunch of. So I'm a little guilty of this as well. I did this in school as well, like the last minute cramming. Like, oh god, the exam's tomorrow. I feel like there were 50 texts from Adam in the last 3 days, like, y'all guys like bringing water? Like, how long have you had your shoes? You get new shoelaces? Is Seattle in Washington or like?
I was hoping I went to the wrong Seattle.
He's like, I'm about to book this flight. I'm on kayak. This great deal. It's Seattle, Maine, right? Like, Adam.
I wish you had said yes.
He thought it was 26K.
Yeah, that's right.
Who uses miles?
Like Rob was saying, we sent pictures of like, hey, here's our last run. We did 6 miles or 3 miles or whatever it is. And he's like, oh, well, dude, I did that too. It's like 6K. Like, Adam, that's not 6 miles, man. Like,
It's the same, right?
I did a 6 this morning. Oh, awesome, man. And then it shows the track, right? Like you're running around Los Angeles, you're running around Ireland or whatever. And there's always like one little offshoot to the pub. And then why did it take you 2 hours? I had to take a potty break. So the boy has to eat on a 3 miler.
Yeah. Okay, so that means I'm exempt from judgment after tomorrow.
All right. So what are you most looking forward to about tomorrow?
Finishing.
Finish line.
Any post-race activity that you're
Beer, pints.
Here.
Okay, fair.
And massages. I
She's
hear
gonna
there's a
float.
massage.
Massage, cryo therapy.
Massages at the end.
She's gonna do a float. You're gonna do a massage.
No, I think there's a barf tent.
Is that during? There are bar fins every mile.
No, I know there's.
Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of Epsom salt.
Yeah.
Some Washington sauce.
Oh, nice.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
Live.
No judgment here.
Yeah, I think my beer.
No, I'm gonna float. I'm gonna do the float.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're all obviously very prepared. How do you plan to stay motivated during the race?
You don't need any motivation when you've got these guys around you. It's like there's enough competition between the group to motivate you to try and finish. My biggest concern was always not finishing, but then when you
That's not your concern any longer?
no, because
Now it's dying.
He's got shorts.
now I have shorts. Not dying is now my biggest concern. But I just think that there's a serious, in all seriousness, there's a proper camaraderie amongst this group. So I think being amongst your peers is motivation enough, and it's for a really good cause. So it's that's proper motivation.
It's a beautiful town. I think every step of the way, we're gonna all realize that Oh yeah, it's a beautiful city, and I think every step of the way, I think I've never done a marathon, I've never done a distance like this, especially around people, especially with hills. I had been training in Vancouver. I was really proud of myself because I run the seawall in Vancouver, which has like a probably 3-foot elevation over 20 miles, and I think this is like 1,200 feet or something. So that was a bit of a
My eyes are twitching.
Mine still is twitching a little bit. I think it's realizing what we're doing and what Amika is allowing us to do and what the fans have done to support Random Acts fight against child hunger. It's going to be an extra motivating factor. Thinking of those who aren't lucky enough to be here to do something like this will certainly give a kick.
Can I throw some-
Yes, 100%.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, one of the unique things too is I'm in a wheelchair, and we can thank Misha for this as well. But on a real level, which is he wanted to include me and have me be included in this group, is really, really huge, and it's a testament to the camaraderie and the lack of competitiveness and everything that people were willing to go that extra effort of pushing me along so that I can join in too. And that's what this message is about. It's about helping the cause. It's about kind of sticking together, and yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in.
Also, it gives us an excuse, like when it takes us 7 hours to finish the race, we can say, well, it's because we were pushing
That's right,
Rachel.
yeah.
Thanks, Misha. That was smart, Misha.
What are you? Oh, you're running. What are you running?
I'm running the half though. I'm not nearly as prepared as.
You're going to be
Oh,
faster.
she's going to
than
be
me.
like
Definitely more
power.
burden me.
What are you doing?
I'm here for emotional support and to hand out water.
Take it.
I'll hold your hair while you guys barf.
Perfect.
Sorry. Did you get to my microphone?
It's on.
Oh. And Ruth?
Yeah, I'm here to help carry people home.
Perfect.
I'm known for my strength. But seriously, there's 1 in 6 children in America suffer from childhood hunger. And so Random Acts is going to put the money towards helping children in America and around the world with hunger. So I'm just here to cheer everyone else on that's stupid enough to do this.
Well, we were joking today that the end of the race would be everyone piled on Rachel's wheelchair and Ruth pushing everyone across the line.
I like that.
Yeah, good
I like
plan?
that.
Okay. That's a good idea.
You're okay with that?
That's my contribution.
We weigh a lot. So
I know it's a new wheelchair. Are there like flaps that come out that we can all see?
I would like to see that, actually. So speaking of the fight against child hunger, earlier this week we did a campaign on our social media channels to try and get engagement from all our followers and Supernatural fans, as well as the Bad Idea Tour followers and Random Acts followers. So I have Meredith here, who is a representative of the Amika Companies Foundation, and she's here to share the results with everyone.
Everyone out in Facebook, I'm so glad to be here today. How this came about is really amazing. When we learned that you guys were, through the Bad Idea Tour, going to take on the Amika Insurance Seattle Marathon and what you were doing, and for such a great cause, we knew we had to get on board. So as a result, as what Cam had mentioned, we thanks you so much for all of the likes, the shares for this post in order to help raise awareness to fight childhood hunger, and for us to give up to $26,200, again in honor of the fact that you guys are doing a full marathon. And so I am so happy to reveal that we reached and exceeded that goal. So I am so happy to present
Thank you so much. That's really amazing. Thank you. Thank you. This is really incredible. Rach, why don't you hold that? This is just incredible. Incredible, and it means the world that you guys are supporting us in this way and supporting this cause and honoring us with your participation in this effort. So thank you so much. Really
Thank you,
does make a
Meredith.
difference.
It's really
Thank you so much.
I mean, to kind of echo it, it's astonishing. Thank you, Meredith, and thank you, Amika Companies Foundation. It's one thing to sort of be vocal about support. It's another to put your money where your mouth is, and it's astonishing that y'all are giving such a huge amount of money to help half a dozen yahoos trying to conquer y'all's marathon and half marathon. Thank you so much. That's a really huge deal. So,
You're
thank you.
very welcome, and we wish you guys the best of luck tomorrow. It's clear, I mean, I've heard you guys say so many times during this interview that you have such a camaraderie, and it's so clear just from getting to talk with you guys, and it's really like a family. So we just thank you for your partnership and being part of our family too.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also have a question for you guys.
Yes.
So can you still donate to your fundraiser, and if so, how?
Yes.
That's a great question.
If you go to randomacts.org or any of our Twitter or Facebook pages, there will be the link to the CrowdRise page for the Bad Idea Tour. And please donate anything you can.
Also, if you go to if you just go to badidea.tour.com, that will take you to the donation page. And our team is matching donations up to $100,000. So I think we're pretty
Super
close
close.
to that. Like
I think
we're
I showed,
almost
like,
at
90.
that threshold.
Yeah.
So it would be great if we could get there.
100%, and this is going to help. So do you mind endorsing it, and I can put it in my.
You need a little check, right? We'll get that for you.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much,
Thanks a
guys.
bunch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meredith. And thank you again to the Bad Idea Tour and Random Acts for joining us. We really appreciate it, and all of your help throughout the past week. Thank you all for joining us. I think this is our last Facebook Live of the Expo, but be sure to check out all of our social media channels tomorrow because I'm sure we'll be posting
It's
updates.
going to be on Facebook Dead tomorrow.
For sure. So thank you, and thank you again.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.